Hi everybody, this is Mr. O'Leary and I am your instructor for the next 13 lessons for HTML 101. Just wanted to go over with you some features that we've added to this class or this round of classes since the last one, because you have a video that kind of gives you a tour of some of the previous, how to go around the class, how to do the class, how to get feedback, etc. But I wanted to show you a few additional things that you may not see on that tour. We're here at the home page, and I wanted to show you this first thing. You want to download this guide to the HTML class. It has a lesson guide that you can follow along with and check off how you're doing. It also has some information about different browsers. I'm going to try to find out what browser you're using in case we have some codes that work on some browsers and some codes that don't work on other browsers. Most common browsers are Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Chrome, which is like a Chromebook, and then Safari is what most people use if you're using an iPad or that sort of thing. And we'll talk about why certain things work on certain browsers and certain things don't. So here's some information that you'll see, but you should download this. This tells you how you can submit a question to me. And then this is, and we'll see this here in a second, there's also a list of codes, and these are some of the codes that we're going to be going over through the lesson that you'll want to see. Alright, so once you're here, you're going to enter your page. You're going to see here that you can see what lesson you've accessed and when you last accessed. If you're a parent, make sure that you register your children here. You're going to want your children to go through and have their own way of entering. You don't want them to enter, especially if you have multiple children, you don't necessarily want them to use your registration. Just go through here. You can register a child. It'll take a second to register a child, and then they'll be able to enter in specifically through their sessions. So here's the basic structure. If the page is not live yet, you can go ahead one lesson per day. I might give you some options later on to be able to move forward, but for the first couple lessons, we're just going to go one lesson a day. If you're waiting, let's say you've completed a lesson and you're ready to move on and do some stuff, what you can do is go to the sandbox. And this is a place where you can just type in your code as you learn code, or if you want to use code from the code cheat sheet here, you can use code and practice it there and sort of start experimenting with how things work. But you are going to be limited to moving forward one lesson per day until I make that determination that we can move forward faster. On this page, you can click Help and Hints, and this is where you can click on certain codes and see what those codes will do. And that way you can just take the code from here and try it out. This will become easier to follow once you go through the lesson number one, the HTML basics of a page, because that explains how codes work and that sort of thing. If during the lesson you have a question or you have an issue that you want to bring to my attention, you can type it here. Say, Mr. O'Leary running into problems, and click text, and this will send me a text. Now, that said, you're still going to be waiting for me to respond to you, and so we're going to want to move forward, but that's just something to be aware of. Right here, so I just got my text, I just heard it on my phone. And when I give you feedback, when I respond to your text, it'll be here. So you can click to review feedback. There will be a little green dot here that says message waiting. But when you click it, it will say here, and there's your text right here, Mr. O'Leary running into problems. And then my response will be above that. So we're going to get started. You can see you can also visit the sandbox from here. Once you're done with anything, you're going to click on the Try It Yourself link on the page. After you've watched the lesson, you're going to click the Try It Yourself list. And at that point, we're really going over stuff that we've already talked about in the tour of the site. So these are just some of the new things that I wanted to bring your attention to. And I hope you enjoy the lessons.